Well, now that the holidays are almost upon us, no doubt you will be celebrating with friends and family. But if you have four-legged friends hanging around, feeding Fido or Fifi table scraps could cause some major health problems, something that a lot of us don't think about, especially because I fed my dogs growing up. So joining us this morning, Dr. Christian Broadhurst with Clay Humane and our buddy Scooter. Scooter. Who's a cute dog.
He is a good boy. Scooter, we'll get this out of the way. Scooter needs a home. He was hit by a car. He has a broken back. It is healed, but he still has some residual nerve damage. So if anyone out there is in need of a special needs dog who likes terriers, because he's very awesome, he's fantastic. But
I love his demeanor.
Oh, he's great. He's just super cute. He just runs right up and says, "Hi, how you doing?" I know.
He looks like a stuffed animal.
He really does.
So growing up, we had dogs.
Absolutely.
And especially my dad, who's probably watching right now, would feed them all the time, all kinds of table scraps. But there are some big problems. There
are some big problems. And I brought Scooter two reasons. One, to get him a home. Second, because he's the typical dog that develops pancreatitis, the small fluffies. Our pancreatitis is an extremely common disease, and it's brought on by inflammation of the pancreas. And one of the biggest things that it brings that on is fatty food. So people like to, throw the turkey skin, the turkey fat, some ham. Ham is notorious. It's just like the day after Thanksgiving, we just wait for the phone calls for people whose dogs are sick and nauseous and vomiting. Pancreatitis, the #1 signs are GI upset. It can be very painful, it can be very hard-hitting, or it can be very mild. So some dogs will kind of smolder like a forest fire. Other dogs, it really flares up hard. But it is almost always driven by eating the wrong thing.
And it's not fun for the owners that might have to clean up the mess.
Definitely. Vomiting, diarrhea, the works. Exactly. No, not much fun.
So what do we do here? Because we love our pets.
We love our pets. It's all, if you're going to feed them off the table, feed them the right things. Lean meats are the way to go. Don't give them the leftovers. If you're going to give them a little bit of turkey, make sure it's turkey breast. Try to avoid ham, and in general, ham is much fattier than some of the other poultry meats. A little bit of carbohydrates never killed anyone. So a little bit of bread, a little bit of this or that, but just avoid the fats if you can help it. And of course, green beans, vegetables are pretty much 0 calorie for dogs. So go to town on those. Those are fine.
Okay, and they're cool with it as long as they like it.
Exactly,
right?
But there are
some of our pets are a little pickier than others.
Well, if it comes off of your plate, it's automatically its stock rises. There are a couple of things we want to avoid when you're feeding your dogs off the table, though. We want to avoid dried fruits, raisins, apricots, prunes, things like that. Dogs are not good for dogs. Avocados, not good for dogs, and a lot of the nuts are not good for dogs.
What about dairy?
Dairy, interestingly enough, most dogs are inherently lactose intolerant. They can take it a little bit. So everything in moderation. That's what I tell all my clients, everything in moderation. If you want to give them just a little bit of ice cream or a little bit of whipped cream, that's fine. Don't give them a cup of ice cream or you and your dog will be paying the price for it, trust me.
Thank you, Dr. Broadhurst. Appreciate it. And Scooter here, up for adoption, so let us know. Send me a message if you want this dog. Or what's the number? Give us the number real quick.
276-7729.
Okay, of course, 904 area code.
904 area code.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
If you missed any of this information, we will have it posted on the morning show page of our website, news4jax.com.